Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Games Edition. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys what upgrades I've done since the last video I made on my setup. So let's get started. So the first upgrade is the keyboard and mouse. So the keyboard I've chosen is the Apex 5 SteelSeries keyboard with the Rival 3 SteelSeries gaming mouse. So let me tell you a bit about this keyboard and mouse combination. So the keyboard is a mechanical gaming keyboard with cherry red switches, and you can also customize the RGB through the OLED screen, as well as do a lot of other things through the OLED screen, which I shall tell you about later on in the video. And the Rival mouse has two customizable buttons on the side as well as one on the top, and you can also customize the RGB on the mouse. However, you do have to download the SteelSeries app, and you should get a link as soon as you plug in both of these. Or for me, when I connected the keyboard, it automatically downloaded the app in the background. So if you buy both of these together, then that shouldn't be a problem. It'll automatically download itself. Right, so let's talk a bit more on this keyboard. So here's the OLED screen. So you can use it normally as this knob here. You can normally use it as your volume adjuster, or you can do some other things. So if you hold down this button here, you can actually change the illuminations, which is basically the RGB. So for example, at the moment I've got a preset on called orange, which has that effect. So if you go to presets, you can have all these different presets which do different things when you click the buttons. My favorite is prison, and other things you can do is go on custom. So basically custom allows you to customize everything. So basically you can customize the bass, the reactiveness, the idle, and the timeout. So say for timeout, basically you left your setup and you also want to save a bit of electricity, and you left your setup and you're not used it. For example, you're not tapped a key in 5 minutes, or you're just watching something. What it'll do, it'll automatically turn off so that it's not wasting electricity. Okay, so let's move on to the mouse. Also, you can adjust the brightness and everything from the keyboard itself, and you can customize what it says there. So out of the box it'll say SteelSeries there, but you can go into the app and change everything, which I shall show you now. Okay, so I've already got the app downloaded. The app will be running in the background most of the time. So there we are. Gear, I've got the Apex 5 with the Rival 3 mouse. So let's go on the Rival 3 mouse. So as you can see, you can customize everything on the mouse. So if you want this button to be volume up and that to be volume down, or this to open another tab, that to close a tab, things like that, wherever you want basically. And then illumination, you can change what RGB you want at the front, middle, or back. And yeah, that's about it for the mouse. And you can change the sensitivity and other things. And yeah, that's about it for the mouse. So the other thing that you can do on this SteelSeries engine app is configure your keyboard. So you can configure what different switches do, like RGB, or customize different switches. So you can do up to 5 configurations. So you got 5 configurations on what you can do. And let's go to the OLED screen. So there's the OLED screen. So to get an image to fit with the OLED screen, you have to find an image which is compatible with it. So if I click on this, it should tell you here, there, the image should be at least 128px by 40px. So if the image is that size, it'll work perfectly fine here. Or what you can do, you can get a pencil, which is this cross there floating around, and you can customize it and do something yourself. So the thing is, it's actually doing it live. So if you want to see what it looks like on the screen, you can actually see there. As you can see, I've messed up the Cyberpunk name. And if you're done, you can click done, and if you don't want it to save, just click the X. I'm going to click the X because I don't want that saved. Revert. There we are. Right, so that's everything with the keyboard. You can also change other settings here. Right, let's move on to the other things you can do with this keyboard. So Other things you can do is download apps which are compatible with the OLED screen. So you can have Discord, audio visualizer, system monitoring and other things. So you can have games that are compatible with that screen which will give you some information and other things. The one that I use mostly is the system monitor. So system monitor displays the temperature of your CPU, GPU and usage, and then at the end it'll show you the temperature combined for all of them, and it also shows you the RAM usage. I forgot to say that one. It also shows you that. So moving on to the new things that I've bought for this setup. Okay, so the new things I've bought are headphones and a headphone stand. So let's talk about the headphones. The headphones are from Amazon as well as the stand, and the company that makes these headphones are called Empower. So if you want to find these headphones on Amazon, you gotta type in Empower EG3 Pro Gaming Headset with surround sound. I don't think you have to type in the last bit. If you just type in this, it should come up. Okay, so what do these headphones have? Okay, so they have a big ear cup design, LED light. However, to use the LED light system, you're gonna have to plug it into a USB port. It does have 3D surround sound though, which you don't have to use the USB port for. You can just use a normal 3.5mm headphone jack. And it also has, so as you can see, the LED big ear cup design, comfort fit, multifunctional wide control. It has a 50mm driver which sounds amazing with 3D sound surround. So I've already told you about some of this stuff on the front. Moving on to the back, so here are some of the specifications. So I'll just keep the camera here for a sec, so if you guys want to check out the specifications you can. Okay, so let's put these to the side and talk about the aluminium headphone holder that I bought. Okay, so this headphone holder is actually pretty good. You can put 2 headphones on it. However, there is a problem if you combine the headphone holder with these headphones, as the bands at the top, the aluminium bands, are quite a lot bigger than the space that is on one of these hangers. So what you're going to have to do is have the headphones on both of these hangers. So you're going to have to turn it and then get it to hang on there on both of these arms, because if you put on one arm it's just hanging off, as I shall show you now. Okay, so here we are where I've installed the headphone hanger with the headphones. So as you can see, it has this noise cancelling material here, so the background sound doesn't go through your mic. So when you're talking to someone or you're playing an online game, you've not got anything like that disturbing your friends or the other players. And let's talk about the headphone holder before we get onto them. So the headphone holder, as you can see, the size is reasonable. However, these headphones are quite big. So what I was talking about before is when you have the headphones, because they're so big from the top, they're so wide, you can't actually hang them like this because it's just hanging off, as you can see. So what you have to do is actually twist them around. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So you twist them around like this, place them there, and then twist them around again, and then there we are. It's on both arms. And if you want to tie your cable around, you can also do that. You can just tie it around in the back arm or the front arm, whichever one you want. I've put some hot glue there because I don't trust the 3M tape that these come with. However, I did keep it on there with just 3M tape for 2 days and it was okay, but just for extra safety I put some hot glue there. If you guys want to do that, feel free to do that too. Right, let's talk about the headphones. Right, so the headphones have these huge 50mm drivers, as you can see. Let's get this thing to focus again. There we are. And just as a comparison to see how big the ear cups are, there's my hand and here are the ear cups. So as you can see, it's actually quite a lot bigger than the palm of my hand. So they're really big cups, these. Also, the headphones have this RGB on the side, which is non-customizable, but when you buy them you can have different configurations. So you can have this look with this RGB, or you can have different looks with different kinds of RGB. Moving on to the microphone. So the microphone is pretty adjustable. You can adjust it quite easily, and most of the time it stays where you put it. And another neat feature that this has is, so here's a controller for the headphones. So if you don't have audio controller on your keyboard, as I have, you can adjust the audio from here. And the other neat function is you got the microphone on off here, but if you want to make sure the microphone is off, you just make sure there's no light there. So what I mean is when you turn the microphone on, as you can see a light inside there, which basically tells you that the microphone is on. However, if I flip the switch to off, the light turns off. So that's pretty neat, because you'll always know whether your microphone is on or off. Moving on to the next thing. Okay, so here I'm going to show you the headphones that I bought. So these are M Power headphones, compatible with PS4, Xbox One. Basically, they're compatible with everything. And I'm going to show you how much I paid for them. So that's how much I paid for them. And these are the different configurations I was talking about earlier on. So you can have this configuration with the aluminum look, and then white RGB, well, white lights, white LEDs, and then you can have the black look which has blue LEDs, or you can have the pink look with, actually I don't think there's any LEDs on that, actually yeah, it looks like red LEDs, and then you can have the black and red look which has white LEDs as the first one. So you can have all these different configurations, and the good thing is the price stays the same for all of them, so that's good. Moving on to the next thing, which was the headphone holder. Okay, so here's the headphone holder that I bought. So as you can see, it says dual headphone stand holder for all headphones. Well, in this case, not all of them, but it does say they're all. That's why I actually bought this size instead of the larger size. So as you can see, it has this normal size, which is just a medium, or you can get this one, which has cable management hooks over there, or the one that I advise you to get, even if you have smaller headphones with a smaller band, is to get this one, the larger one, because if you want to put, the thing is with the larger one, even if you only have one pair of headphones, you've got compatibility for other headphones. So if you do decide to upgrade in the future, you've always got this. So basically you're not going to have to buy another one when you buy another pair of headphones. You can just keep the same one. So basically you're saving money and saving yourself some time. So let's take a look at the large one. So you can see people have it on the shelf, or you can have it on the bottom of your desk, and then it's got these cable management hooks, organizers. So one thing I do have to say, that 3M tape is actually quite strong. So if you're not about drilling holes into the bottom of your desk or your shelf, then stick with the 3M tape, it's good enough. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. The next video will be a video on how to overclock your GPU safely without going too extreme and possibly killing something in your computer. Okay, so don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video.